Hello, let's look at these questions. WASSCE November 2011 question 14 and WASSCE June 2020 question 3b. 10 students are to sit on a bench. If two particular students must not sit next to each other, how many sitting arrangements are possible? Okay, so with this type of question, that is must not sit next to each other, what you have to do is that you find the number of ways they can sit to each other. Okay, then you find the number of ways these 10 students are to sit. If there is no condition, then you subtract and you get a number of ways they must not sit next to each other. All right, so you say number of ways 10 students, number of ways the 10 students can sit on the bench. Okay, that is 10 out permutation 10, that is 10 factorial. So these are the number of ways that the 10 students can sit on the bench if there is no condition, if there is no restriction. And if we want to get a number, they must not sit next to each other. Then you find a number of ways they must sit next to each other. Then you subtract and get they must not sit next to each other. I believe that is clear. So 10 factorial will give us what? Will give us 3, 6, 2, 8, 800 ways. Okay, so these are the number of ways the 10 students can sit next to each other without any restriction. All right, then let's find the number of ways a particular two students can sit next to each other, two particular students. So number of ways two particular students can sit next to each other. So number of ways two particular students can sit next to each other. All right, so there are two particular students who have to sit next to each other. It means that in the arrangement, these two particular students will be at a particular place. Okay, will have to be at a particular place without, so they are always moving together in the sitting arrangement. So because they are always moving together in the sitting arrangement, they'll be taken as what? They'll be taken as one. Okay, because they are sitting next to each other, so we take them as one. So let's say if there's a student A and student B, we take them as what? As one. If the two are taken as one, how many students do we have there? They are 10. So if I count two people as one, then what it means that they become what? If I take the two people out of 10, it is 8, and I'll count this as one. So in total become 9. You get it? So 9. As they become 9, you have to take note that these two particular students who are sitting next to each other, they can interchange positions. Though they are together, one can sit on the left and one can sit on the right. Their position can interchange, though they are sitting together. All right, because their position can interchange. Okay, so we have two ways that these two students can sit next to each other. Okay, then since we take them as one, and then if we take them as one, there are 9 students. Okay, then that will be the 9 sitting arrangement with 9 permutation 9, and that will be 2 times 9 factorial. I believe you get it. All right, so 2 times 9 factorial will give us 725 760 725 760 ways, okay, that they can sit together. Then we now go and look for our answer if two particular students must not sit next to each other. So we are going to subtract. Okay, so therefore number of ways the two particular students must not sit next to each other. All right, that will be 3,628,000 800 minus 725 760. All right, so let's subtract 3628 800 minus 725 760. Okay, so that will give me 2903040. So 2,903,040. All right. Weeks 2903040 weeks. Is that okay? All right. So these are the number of ways these 10 students can sit if two particular students must not sit next to each other. I believe you get it. Okay, so simple. Let's go to the next question. Okay, so the B, a bus has 6 seats and there are 8 passengers. In how many ways can the bus be filled? So a bus has 6 seats, there are 8 passengers. Okay, so let's say these are the 6 A, B, C, D, E, and F. These are the 6 seats. And how many passengers are there? There are 8, and we are taking 6. The only 6 people can sit on the seat at a time, but there are 8 passengers. So it means there are 8 passengers, and we are taking what? We are taking 6. So that becomes 8 permutation 6, which is 8 factorial divided by 8 minus 6 all factorial. That will be 8 factorial divided by 8 minus 6 will give me what? 2 factorial. And that's okay. And this will be what? 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 all over 2 times 1. Then we can find the 8 factorial. So 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 will give us 2016 160 ways, 20,160 ways that the 8 passengers can sit on. The number of ways that 8 passengers can sit on the 6 seats at a time. All right, I believe we get this. Okay, so simple. I will see you in our next lesson as we solve more questions on permutation. Bye bye.